It's July 3rd, 2026. I had an idea. Let's talk about the electric grid. We have the ley lines, correct, that are underneath the tectonic plates. Let's just say that. They're underneath us, somewhere underground. When we go fracking for oil, for fossil fuels, destroying the evidence of our ancestry. But not just that. Think about it. If the planet is a layer on top of a layer on top of a layer, we're going all the way down and breaking the foundation just so we can have some oil. And when we break the foundation, what are we doing? We're breaking the tectonic plates. When we talk about that when we start having earthquakes, this is what we're doing with fracking. Over time, which we've been doing this for decades, over time, we are destroying and fragmenting the foundation that our earth land masses are on. And so that's when we get the earthquakes, that's when we get the tectonic plate movements, and that's when we get the concerns that California and New York are slowly going underwater. That's what that comes from. You don't need me to tell you that. Geology, guys. When you talk about the greenhouse effect, well, there's numerous things we're doing wrong. For one, that same generation, we're fracking. What are we getting out of here? There is lava underneath the earth. Well, underneath our crust that we are living on, there is lava. You're moving those tectonic plates, they're opening up, gas is coming up, that's extra heat, that's extra lava, that's that energy, thermodynamics. It's hot air rises. When you see the bubbling of the ocean, hot air rises. That's what's going on. And then, to top it off, we have all of these transportation because of Ford, which at the time it was a great idea to create a bunch of money by selling cars. But then when you start selling cars that have intentional defects so that you can continue making money, come on now. Just, make it a beautiful one-hit wonder that everybody wants it. And then when nobody wants it, move on to the next idea. But they didn't want to do that. That's when we start making faulty foundations in order to maintain profit. So it was a good idea, but now emissions are causing problems. That's why we're going into retrofitting into hybrid, half electric or completely electric vehicles. But electric vehicles need something of the electric grid in order to maintain themselves, don't they? Or, if you're smart, you could put some solar panels on your car, have it charge into the capacitor that holds it, and then, you kind of really don't need all those Tesla locations with the electrical, costs whatever money for you to charge for an hour. On top of that, we've already seen it. You have a nice little small AAA battery, you connect it with a copper wire, and you see that it generates an electric field and a magnetic rotation. Now, that's what humans can do too. Do you see? Humans are batteries too. We have an electric field that creates a current in our brain. Why do you think it makes us feel better when we exchange our energy? Sexual activity, massaging. That heat creates a current. It's an energy exchange. Once it touches, that current is generated. And mobility exists. What do we need mobile? Well, we need our blood to be mobile in our system for us to even function. Do you see? It's all interconnected. It all stems from physics. I don't care what anybody feels. It stems from physics as far as I'm concerned. This is where I get all of my ideas from. Physics, the mother language, and math, the supplementary language that is uniform. Never changing. Kind of like creative source. Never really changing. It's a tool. Math is a tool. The mother science, physics. The Bible. Food for thought. if we want to get spirituality and science together. How can we deal with this electric grid problem? Okay, I have some ideas. I was going to make proposals, but since I'm being left in the dirt, I'm not the only one that has these proposals. I already know this, but nobody's bringing this up to Congress. Nobody's bringing it up to the Senate. Nobody's bringing it up to the head of their chambers of commerce. Nobody's bringing it up to their military directors. Don't bring it up to your sergeant. Love him to death. I understand the order of operation, but if you want something done, your sergeant is not the person that's going to be doing it. If you have an idea that's specific to your field, go to the department that is specifically to your field. Sorry, I respect all veterans. I respect all people in service, but there are some hierarchies that need to be not condoned, but omitted in order to get to where things need to go. Sometimes starting from the bottom doesn't help, and sometimes you have to have something at the bottom, have something at the top, and find a middle ground, and then you work there to minimize every aspect of the problems. That's my ideology. Take it if you want. Don't like it. It's just a thought, because I can't act on it. So what do? The electric grid. Well, we know that we do have free energy. And there are ways of making free energy. One is having beautiful solar panels in those wonderful areas, deserted. I don't care what state it is, Idaho, Alabama, New York, the Amazon, which we're destroying our oxygen supply, very smart, have the areas that we are not using for residential, for experimentation, and I really don't think the military needs that much ground for experimentation, but whatever, or for agricultural. I think we should utilize the solar power. If it's solar panels,